So after the split up between Adidas and Yeezy, Adidas made a statement that they would continue to release Yeezy designs minus the Yeezy branding. Well, apparently the very first release has leaked, so it looks like Adidas is staying true to their word. We're gonna talk about which pair is dropping in January. Plus, New Balance has big plans for expanding their infrastructure moving into 2023. So we're gonna discuss how this affects us on a consumer level. What's going on, everybody? It's JA. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on the latest sneaker news and updates. And if you enjoy the content, you can support the channel by dropping a thumbs up here on today's video. So we're gonna kick things off with a recap of this past weekend's releases. So on Saturday, Nike finally officially released the SB Dunk Low Sandy Bodecker, a colorful addition to the Dunk lineup, featuring this plastic on the upper, which is to represent where the original sneaker was chopped up into pieces to preserve its rarity. A special edition packaging of this sneaker released earlier this week via eBay auctions, which raised over hundreds of thousands of dollars for charity. And then they had the official sneakers launch on the 17th. In terms of the design, the clear upper of these shoes definitely reminds me of the invisible Air Force Ones back in the day, as well as those see-through Jordans. And because of that, it just brings back nightmares of all the countless bootlegs that people used to rock back in the day. And because of that, these joints just ain't it. So Jordan Brand dropped the Retro 7 Cardinal, a sneaker that stays true to the OG form when these originally dropped back in 1992. So in my opinion, the Jordan 5s, 6s, 7s, even the 8s kind of embody that whole 90s-esque basketball design, especially with the color blocking. So of course this is an original release, but I remember when these retroed back in like the mid 2000s, I do remember seeing them sit at a lot of locations, even going on sale in many places. So I feel like this is a release that's not gonna be too hyped up by the sneaker community, but one that appeals to more of like the OG crowd. And Adidas dropped the Crazy One. You guys know these because these were one of Kobe's signature Adidas models. I feel like this is the best colorway of this model, which Adidas has been dropping a lot of colorways of this model as of lately. And it's very fitting that they dropped these because, as you know, Adidas does have plans to release an updated version of these called the Crazy New Era. And I feel like the updated version is definitely an improve on the design, giving it a more sleeker, but still holding that futuristic look. So a pretty slow weekend for sneaker releases. You would expect that with Christmas just right around the corner that a lot of these brands will be pumping out a bunch of drops right before Christmas. But it turns out it looks like they actually did a lot of their big releases the previous week. So I didn't cop anything. You know, I was able to save some money this week, but let me know if you guys copped any of the drops that happened this weekend. So New Balance, they have been killing it. And for fans of the brand, great news as the company plans to expand its infrastructure in the United States. So according to the sneaker company, in a Tuesday presentation, they stated that they have plans to invest $65 million on construction and capital equipment to add 120,000 additional square feet to the existing building and site, which currently employs 250 people. New Balance also plans to renovate 20,000 existing square feet as well and provide additional parking and support to the center as needed. Domestic manufacturing has always been core to New Balance's business, even as other footwear brands diversify production overseas. The company continues to invest in its Made in the USA division, which is now overseen by Buzzy creative director Teddy Santis. So this is a direct response to the influx in demand for these New Balance Made in USA products. So the people want them, they have spoken, and New Balance has responded. They're doubling down on their infrastructure. They're expanding their factories, hiring more workers, and according to this article, will be doubling the production of their Made in USA New Balance releases. So this is very interesting, especially with the recent reports, while major companies like Nike and Adidas plan to reduce factory orders from 30 to 40% starting next year, versus a brand like New Balance, which has this huge presence in the USA, are gonna actually be doubling their production. So moving into next year, we may have less Adidas and Nike releases, but more New Balance drops. So definitely another W for New Balance moving into next year. And the big story for the day, it looks like we have the first official Yeezy release in months. Well, not Yeezy officially, but Yeezy Design. As you guys know, just a couple of months ago, Adidas and Yeezy cut ties, and Adidas made an official statement stating that although they are no longer in partnership with the Yeezy brand, they do own the rights to all of the designs and colors, and do plan to release Adidas Yeezy products moving into 2023. So it looks like the first official release has leaked, and this came because, as you guys know, whenever a Yeezy drop would go down, they would load up the pairs on the back end, the Yeezy supply. So it looks like the 350 V2 Granite has loaded up. This is a pair that originally was scheduled to drop in December, and then, you know, everything went crazy just a couple of months ago. So it looks like this will be the first official non-Yeezy branded Adidas Yeezy drop. And this is a pair that's not too exciting. Of course, it's another 350 V2, which kind of has become dull in the sneaker community over the years. Of course, at one time it was the hottest thing on the market, but with the constant releases and kind of flooding of different colors on the market, it's somewhat kind of lost its appeal over the years. So these are currently loaded up on the back end with a suggested retail price of $230, which is interesting because some people speculated that if Adidas was to release these Yeezy designs minus the Yeezy branding, that they should come with a lower retail price. But it looks like Adidas does plan to move forward releasing these products at full price. So while all of this information is not 100% set in stone, and Adidas has yet to make any official announcement that these will be releasing, by these pairs loading up onto the back end, it is a very good indicator that we could see these drop in as soon as January. And once consumers get their pairs, if these do drop, I'll be really curious to see if inside of this sneaker they'll have any type of Yeezy branding, based on the fact that full size runs of these sneakers were already manufactured before the whole Adidas Yeezy split. Another popular pair that people are checking for that was already made before the split was the 350 V1 Pirate Black, an all-time classic OG Yeezy sneaker. I would speculate that if Adidas does plan to drop these granites in January, that the Pirate Black could also be coming right around the corner. And there were also so many other rumored releases, from the 950 boots to the 750 OG Yeezy release as well. So I'm interested to see what the future holds for the Adidas non-Yeezy branded products. I feel like the market will respond, and I think people, although, you know, we're torn between the whole split, will be very happy to see these products release. So let me know what you guys think. Are you happy that we could be seeing potential Yeezy releases as early as January, or are you still upset about the whole Adidas Yeezy split? Drop your feedback on all of the topics covered here in today's video. We're gonna wrap it up. Salute to everyone for tuning in. I'm J.A. Make sure y'all stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out, y'all. Love.